Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hello, Allie, Heart and Soul Connected. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great to be back with you.
I'm great to be back with you, my friend. So, hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Archetypes and Oracles. So, we will talk about some people that we picked up. Some people that we picked up. Yeah, we've been to the
I
bar.
could have picked this one up. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So just some people and somebody from history or interesting people that we kind of like and you might know quite well, I think today. So and then we'll do questions. So I see some people already came in and I've been starring the questions. So keep it
Excellent.
going. How have you been, Allie?
I've been great. Thank you, Teri. Of course, most everybody knows I lost my brother-in-law on Monday. My husband's doing well. We're integrating is the best way to say it. We realize it, we are honoring him. And yet at the same time, I think it always knocks you over because it reminds you of your own mortality. And he was younger than us. And so, but yeah, we're okay. We're okay. And thanks to all the community for the support they always give. So,
Yeah. It's a lot. It does mean a lot to be in a community like this and the way everybody supports everyone. Hi, Kelly Healer. Kelly, good to see you again so soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
everybody's got to run over to NDE, watch Teri and Kelly. Oh
and
my
Allie.
God. Yeah, I'm on there. And so there's other folks that you will
Marina and Val.
Marina,
Oh my
Val.
God.
Yeah.
They were amazing. Everybody's been amazing. When I talked to this, you guys, there's this channel, Life After Life NDE, and amazing. And I told her, I said, you are a storyteller. Just the way she puts everybody's story together.
It's beautiful. She does a great job editing. Yeah. Yep.
Incredible. Yeah. Really did a great job. I can't wait to watch you, Kelly. So,
I know.
Yeah. I've been on the road again too long. So
Mary Thornberry, the lady that does it, her name is Evelyn, and she lives in Hanoi in Vietnam. And you never see her. She asks the questions, then she cuts and makes it really about us telling our story, which is so nice. But I would say, what would you say, Teri? Late 30s, early 40s? She's not really that old.
She's stunning. I can't tell. She could be 19 or she could be 40.
That's true. That's true.
Or 39 maybe. She's stunning. Yeah, just beautiful young woman.
She is, and she's got 178,000 viewers, subscribers. So, yep, she is. She's
a worker. She's a boss lady. So really, really impressive. Yeah, Life After Life, NDE. Anyway, so Kelly's on there, and she's kind of, I guess she was doing a lot of NDE stories, which a lot of channels do that. Or we're doing that, but now it's more about like not just a near-death experience, but an out-of-body experience, because so many have visions, and it's so similar to the same thing. Okay. Got that question, Linda. Yeah. So she is so sweet, isn't she, Kelly?
Very nice. Very, very nice. Yes.
Yeah. Very nice. Very attractive. Very attractive. All right.
Yes, Mary. We do see her. We see her.
Oh, when we're doing the interview.
When we're doing the interview. Yeah, it's on Zoom. Yeah, she does it from Zoom.
Yeah, which is good, because on Zoom you can do one of those things where it makes your face look different. Though I wish I would have. I didn't. But you can get yourself to look a little better.
Well, I did get somebody on there that said, you really need to get a better camera. And I always fight against it because I thought it was my internet provider. But I bought a camera and I agree. It looks better than it has. It looks bright.
Looks really good. I thought I was going to comment. I thought it was what you were wearing today.
Yeah. Usually this is really washed out. and it's, like a light blue or whatever. And my face always looks washed out. It still does, but not as much. Yeah.
I think I need a new camera and mic. Well, no, I got a new mic. I need a new camera now. So yeah. Okay. Well, do you want to go first,
I
Madame?
would love to go first.
Would
Yes.
you like for me to bring out your picture first?
can.
The
Yes.
great unveiling? Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
I
wait.
just want to say hi to everybody that's here. And I'm not going to call names out because that would take too long, but thank you all for being here today. To Teri's and my channel. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. It takes me a hot minute, but I'm doing
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Nope, not that one.
Oh no, yeah.
There they are. Okay. Now I got them.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. This man is very dear to my heart, and my family's. And I think I've probably watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles at least 5,000 times. I mean, I'm serious. And I love Uncle Buck. And so the three I like are Planes, Trains, Uncle Buck, and then I like Summer Rental. Oh my God. And I know there's a lot more, but those are my really three favorites that I really love. Yeah. And so John Franklin Candy was born on Halloween, 1950. Unfortunately, and he died in 1994 while making a film down in Mexico called Wagons East. And they had to do some kind of way to finish it up because he died in his sleep, I believe. He had a massive heart attack. John was very, his appetites were very big. And of course, he was a big man. But he would eat, let's say, a whole bucket of steamer clams. He'd eat the whole thing. I mean, he was just one of those people who had a voracious appetite. And he had a voracious appetite for comedy. And he was so able to bring that. And sometimes you only had to look at him and you could break into laughter. That's how wonderful he was. I had asked Teri if we could put up a short clip from Uncle Buck, but we can't because of copyright. So I don't want to infringe on that. But it was a copyright. If you haven't seen Uncle Buck, there's a beginning part where Buck finds out his mother-in-law or father-in-law, I can't remember, it has passed and they have to go, or is sick, and they have to go to the funeral. And he and his brother don't get along. They haven't for a long time, but he's going to take care of his niece and nephew. So who but Macaulay Culkin is his nephew? And he's never met him. And so he does an interrogation of about 11 questions. Who are you? What do you want? Da, 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 da. And they're just back and forth. And it's hilarious. It's just hilarious. Anyway, he is another Canadian from Toronto, was in Second City in Toronto. He rose to fame with Splash. That was his first with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah. And he was in also The Great Outdoors, Cool Runnings, where he was the coach of the Jamaican bobsled team.
I forgot.
Yeah. And then, there's just a lot. He was also had a brief, I believe he had a brief, he was in the airport waiting room when Kevin's mother needed to catch a plane to get back in Home Alone, the first Home Alone. He was he was like the head of some kind of a group of men that sang or something. So they all took her back in their car, I think it was. But
yes, they were the polka band.
Yes, the polka band.
They were from,
absolutely. Yes,
they were from Michigan. They were from some funny sound. If Diana's here, she'll remember the name of it. Some funny sounding town. Muskogee from Muskogee. I can't remember.
No, but that's Okie. So that's in I don't know, but Sheboygan maybe.
Sheboygan. It was Sheboygan. They were from Sheboygan and they played the polka. Yeah.
So funny. So he lived he had a working class Catholic family, and his dad, Sidney James, he passed when he was only 35 and John Candy was 5 years old. So John should have been a little more judicious about his health, I'm sure. because that's what he died of. And so it's kind of a sad legacy for his family, because John was 44. That was all. And I remember exactly what I was doing when I found out he died, and my kids were with me. We were in Austin at a hotel, and it was like a weekend thing. And I remember all of us just breaking down and bawling our eyes out, because he was just, oh, that's in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Oh, wow. It was a funny name. So anyway, I just loved him, and I still love him. And I also love Chris Farley, who some people have mentioned here about living in a van down by the river, and another untimely death. He was another untimely death. But John was the original, so to speak, fat guy, even though we could say Laurel and Hardy, you know, he was a very heavy man. But John, I think, was over almost 400 pounds when he passed. He wasn't that big to begin with, but he was very overweight.
Yeah.
So let's see. So John's father died early. He was in Second City TV. He was in early theater, and he, let's see. I guess he played some serious roles, which I find extremely hard to believe, but I think he probably could have done that. Oh, the Kenosha. No, that's still Wisconsin.
Curse.
Oh, polka band. Okay.
Oh, that could have been the band. Yeah.
Let's see. He made his Hollywood breakthrough in 1979 with some bit parts in some movies. And if you also saw Stripes, he played Dewey Oxberger, and he was the fat guy in that troupe too. I love Stripes. I love Bill Murray and Harold Ramis, and that whole movie was crazy. And he was in there, but he wasn't as heavy.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
He was amazing.
Didn't he go into wasn't there a scene in there where they were all in like a mud wrestling pit or something, and he was the chosen? Yeah, something like that. It's the weekend. It's the weekend for all of us to watch these again, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so too.
And then he met with, John Hughes, who did all these wonderful movies back in the 80s. And he also became the most burned out potential host of SNL when asked to host many times, only for plans to be changed by the staff at the last minute. And I don't know what happened, but, they did do that with some of these people. They would schedule them, and then something would happen, and they would say, well, we're going to pick somebody else instead for this week, next week, or whatever it was. So, yeah. Let's see. He made a contribution to the Ghostbusters video by chanting Ghostbusters in the video for Ray Parker Jr.'s song.
What fun.
Oh, my God. He went back to star in a movie called The Last Polka, 1985 in Canada. And he also wrote with co-star Eugene Levy. And of course, everybody knows who Eugene Levy is, and his son. I think, didn't you bring up his Eugene Levy last time? Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. I love him.
I know. So, his personal life, he was married and he had 2 children. One of them's name is Jennifer Ann, and I believe she's either written a book or gone out on a tour to talk about him, much like George Carlin's daughter did the same thing. So, anyway, there's just so many things he was in, but maybe had a really small part in. Canadian Bacon, that was another one he was in. Canadian Bacon. Let's see. So he shared his experiences with severe anxiety and panic attacks. So that, I bet that had to do with a tachycardia. I'm sure it did. He was in Mexico. He had a heart attack. He struggled weight and weighed more than, he weighed more than 275 at some point. So he wasn't 400 pounds. Sorry. Let's see. He also smoked a pack of cigarettes a day. He was obese. He used alcohol and cocaine. But I guess he used the cocaine and the dieting to lose the weight because he felt sort of jinxed by it. Whatever he did, I still love him dearly. And I don't look at him as being, Somebody said Conan O'Brien credits Candy with giving him advice. And I love this because Conan was just, if you get a chance, Conan was roasted on Netflix at the Kennedy Center. And one of the Kennedy Center people, if you get a chance to watch it, said, here we are at the Kennedy Center, which will be called, let's see, who's that guy that was so awful and Trump liked him? He was a lawyer. Anyway, he said it's going to be named after him from now on because Trump went in and changed everything and became the head of the Kennedy.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
But anyway, he said he met Candy while at Harvard and said, Mr. Candy, I'm thinking I might do comedy. To this, Candy replied, you don't try comedy. You just do it or you don't do it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I know.
Maruda says John weighed 375 pounds.
At the time of his death?
At the time of his death.
He was so big, I felt bad for the horse that he had to sit on in that movie. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Maruda. Yeah.
Was he part of that second city group? Mm-hmm. Yeah. There were so many great artists that came out of that.
Yeah, definitely. Dan Aykroyd.
I think Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Yeah.
Just a ton of people that came out of there, and a lot of the women too. It seems like Gilda and Jane and
the originals of Saturday.
Yeah.
A lot of the originals will say maybe even Belushi. I
think you're right. I think Belushi did too, and then a lot more that are there that have been in between now and then. Because Second City's still going, and
my son went and taught there. He went to all the classes and taught there. The one in Chicago, but he said that there's so much talent, it's almost impossible to break in. But at the time that these guys were there, I think it was easier to break into something like that. Yeah,
I guess they have one in Toronto too.
Yes, that's where he went. Where Candy went. Yeah, that's where Candy went. Yeah, because he was from there. But the guy's name that I was thinking about that was the Roy Cohn Arts Center. And Roy Cohn was... Yeah.
That's not who I was thinking of. I was thinking
of humor. Yeah, there's your humor, and I love it. Yeah.
I was thinking of the guy who's actually in New York and in the Hamptons and stuff, and he wrote something that was very liberal. And Dershowitz, was it Dershowitz?
Dershowitz. No, he's in Massachusetts. I don't know who it is.
I think he kind of came out for 45 for Trump. So it was just a weird thing. Everybody was, what the heck? Yeah, I think it was Alan Dershowitz. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I must have been thinking East Coast.
Yeah.
Linda says Eddie Murphy. Loved
That's right.
Eddie Murphy. Right. Yeah. Mr. Church. Yeah, Eddie Murphy's amazing.
Yeah.
So hi Scott, hi Maruda, hi Kelly, hi Kim, hi Kendra. I won't say hi to everybody because I'll be here all day saying hi. But and Deanne, was he in Blues Brothers too?
Who, John?
Yeah.
No, it was Aykroyd and Belushi.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you thank you for bringing him in. Now I'll bring my person in. My beautiful person, and dun 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 dun. Let me see, and I will. What happened? Hold on, folks.
Did you lose your picture? Okay.
Yeah, I lost my picture. It went to an advertisement.
I
hate that.
I know.
Okay, let me find her again. No, that's not her. It'll only take it's technical.
Maruda says Candy was a police officer in the Blues Brothers. See, he played a lot of cameos, and I don't, like he was. What I love about him is if they offered him something to do, he didn't have to be the major star. He'd just be in it. He'd have a good time. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He'd just be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. There's my lady. Lady Sings the Blues.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So one of my favorites, Diana Ross, and I may have done her before. I gotta say that too. She's been nominated for 12 Grammy Awards, but never won. She has 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, one from her work with the Supremes and one as a solo artist.
Oh, okay.
She, oh, let me go on. Okay, born Diane Ernestine Early Ross. So it's still the same last name. She was born in 1944. She is still alive, and she was just at the Met Gala. And she wore a dress that she had in her closet, you guys, and she looked like $1,000,000.
I bet.
Just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Had 5 kids, 2 marriages that are listed here. Was raised in a Baptist household and later involved into spiritual and self-improvement practices. For philanthropic work and humanitarian work, she was in AIDS awareness and research. She has been a vocal supporter of AIDS awareness since the 1980s. Her famous song, I Am Coming Out, was all about that. And that just gives it, I get so powerful when I hear that song. I just feel the power in my chest.
Yeah.
So worked with underprivileged youth, the music education, worked with UNICEF quite a bit, civil rights representation, played a role model, broke racial barriers in entertainment, and Black empowerment. I think she crossed a lot of lines with that. Like she really was the first woman to come out and do a lot of things in her age group. And women's empowerment through her image, music, and business acumen, Ross has promoted female leadership and independence for many Black women. So, as well as being an actress and a movie star, she's also done all that. I think she moved to, was it Switzerland? It seems like she's in Switzerland now.
I think you're right. I think she does. A lot of people moving out of this country, I can tell you that.
Right? Yeah. Tell me about it. Anyway, but just an amazing person, and I love her. So,
yeah. Remember Mahogany, that movie? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things you like? Yeah. Was that with Billy D. Williams? Because I thought he was, wow. Yeah. Oh, he's so.
Oh, Fine. Yeah, Mr. Fine, definitely. Yeah. What Kim said, I watched her concert when I was a teen.
Yeah.
She had such star presence and many costume changes.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, in The Wiz. That's right. She was in The Wiz.
Yep.
Yeah, a good friend with Michael Jackson. She was.
Oh.
Yeah, she helped out a lot of people. She's really amazing.
Oh, she was married to a Scandinavian man? Okay.
A very good-looking one. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And then she's got her daughter, Tracy Ross, who's a huge star. I think several of her kids are stars, but anyway.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's what I got.
Well, I love it. She's beautiful. She's just beautiful.
She is stunning. So I pulled a few cards for her. She was dilettante. She made changes to the world. A hero, a heroine. She really helped people. And it didn't matter if you were white or Black or gay or straight or, purple. She was there for you. Child eternal. She always had love and joy. I mean, I feel like she was a very joyful person. So anyway, she brought me a lot of joy. So
of course she did. Yeah. I love that. I didn't give John's. I would say John was the clown, the fool, but also the wise guy. Wise in not like a wise guy, but a wise man. Let's put it that way. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So somebody was asked if John had a message for us today. So I pulled a couple cards, and what I got was, yes, he wants us to protect ourselves. And look at it, got the angels right behind him. And he says, please continue to be as strong as possible. Here's the lion. So these are actually angelic tarot cards, but they read more like Do you? Courage,
Yeah,
compassion, perseverance. And the last one, be open-hearted and sensitive and trust your intuition. So that's what John's said to me today. Yeah. Yeah, where did our love go? There you go. There's another beautiful song. Ooh.
Unity.
Unity.
Unity. That's what he brought in. He did. He made everybody laugh and higher love. Is that a song that Diana sang though? Who sang
No, I think love? Give Me a Higher Love is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I think that's it's a man.
Okay.
I can't think of this name.
Okay. Mary says that Diana Ross's home is actually in Greenwich, Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Beautiful place, huge mansions, lots of people that are really rich. And Greenwich is sort of a suburb of New York City. A lot of people go from one to the other. Yeah. Upside down, boy, you turn me inside out and round and round. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, Steve Winwood sings Higher Love. Yeah. Okay. Oh, reach out and touch somebody's hand. She also sang in We Are the World. Remember the We Are the World choir from 85?
Yes. Wasn't Sir Peter in that too? Peter Booker?
He was in that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was because he played in the Royal the Royal Choir, not the Royal Choir, the Royal Orchestra, I think.
Oh, I had no idea.
And they had 3 or 4. I know they had some people in there, and he was in full regalia playing
Oh my good! I'll have to watch it, see if I can see him.
Love Child, right?
Yeah.
What is Sonia singing? If you need me, call me. No matter. Oh my God!
No mountain high enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. Yeah, she was stunning and or she is stunning and beautiful. And if you guys get a chance, go find that picture of her at the Met. It's really beautiful. Yeah, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, we can do some readings now.
Yeah.
So I've got a few starred here. Deanne, DFL, how are you? Hi, Teri and Allie. May I get a reading today, please?
Absolutely. I'm going to do that 1, 2, 3, where I pick one from one deck and one from the deck and one.
Oh, I love that when you do that. Yeah.
It's fun. All right. So the first card I get for you, Deanne, is make sure that all your ducks are in a row. And I love this because she's even got one on her crown chakra. So, yellow is a beautiful energy from the solar plexus. And so look at all the little ducks, and they come in all different kinds of colors now, but this is the original. But it says here, put your ducks in a row. And the next thing I pulled was a gemstone card. And the gemstone card says, see if you can work with fluorite. It will bring you victory. I came, I saw, I conquered. And I love fluorite because it's very, you have to be careful with it because it's very brittle and you can break it really easily. But it comes in purples and greens and blues sometimes. And it's just a lovely stone to work with. And finally, I get emotions are energy in motion. And I'm feeling it's like the snake has wings. And so they're wanting you to open up to whatever it is that you need to free and to feel the emotions that you're feeling, and then to move that energy, let's say, to the crown.
I love that deck.
It's so nice, huh?
Yeah, Marita says pink and yellow fluorite too. Yeah. So, Deanne, I get for you today splendor. So, and just look at those butterfly wings in there. It just feels like there's things floating all around you today, and something beautiful about to happen. I have pulled this guy, I think 3 times today already. Archangel Michael. So know that you're protected. Know that when you walk, he walks with you, Deanne. So if you're doing something this weekend that, you're going to be in public or something, just know that when you're sometimes I do that. If I'm walking down the street and there's a lot of people around, I'm not always comfortable in crowds, and I walk with my angels. So he's just mentioning that he's walking with you, and intention. So, and that's beauty, all that beauty. So, yeah. Okay.
So some people have put later questions in, and I know Teri will get to them in a few moments. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to put you on as my person next time we do this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There we go. And then we've got Play, Love, Remember. I would love a reading today of doing reading, please.
Yeah. All right. Oh, wow. I love that. All right. The first card I get for you, Play, is Moonstone. These are just in a little bit of a different order, that's all. But Moonstone, and I love Moonstone, and I'm not born in June, but I love it. It's so beautiful. It says, if you want to keep a secret, you must also hide it from yourself.
Ooh.
That's interesting. And that's the word secret. So the next thing I get is a beautiful card called Release. And it says endings, transformation, and freedom. And the angel is standing in the midst of Lily of the Valley. And yesterday, Lily of the Valley came up a couple times. So that's, and look at the phoenix he's releasing.
Wow.
He's letting that phoenix rise from the ashes. And so I'm feeling as though your transformation play is in play, so to speak, and is being released and is on its way to any next step that might come in. So there's that. And finally, it says here, homebody. And, many of us have said we're homebodies. We don't like going too far away. I get the sense that you are more of a homebody than anything else, but they're saying, if it serves you to be one, then don't let anybody else tell you shouldn't be. And if it doesn't serve you, then you need to step out and move out. Maybe that's what the release is, but that's your decision. Oh, really? Okay. Wow. Okay. Cool. Awesome. All right. Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah, I get the thinking man. So it feels like you're looking at something new, maybe Play, Love, Remember. But definitely this person has the crystals in his hands, and he's looking at something. So you might be contemplating something new. Ooh. And then you get the magician in the mirror.
Ooh.
So sometimes when we look at the mirror and we look at our reflection and we look beyond ourselves, that's when we really see the magic. So I feel like you've got some energy coming in with that crystalline energy and the mirror work. And mirror works where we really find ourselves, okay, can't make this up. Then you get the thinking woman.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I don't know what you're contemplating, young lady, but wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
And it's balanced.
Yes,
divine
it is.
Feminine, divine masculine.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah, beautiful reading. Okay. And then we have Linda Bishop. I don't know if this is a question or what. My pendulum keeps telling me that my only sibling brother is not to be found. He said he was going to India a few years ago, and we are estranged willingly.
So you're just maybe checking in and seeing if he's breathing, kind of, Linda? Okay.
I got you, Ms. Mims.
Wow. Okay.
What do you get?
Wow. The first thing I get for you, Linda, is the third eye, and the third eye is responsible for us, being able to use some of our clairs, and it's one of the openings that we have in order for our psychic ability. And it's a message from your third eye, and I'm feeling as though this particular message is saying, trust your own intuition on this one. If you believe, and it sounds like, your pendulum is a part of that trust, that. And then I get, baby, I'm a star.
Oh.
And that kind of says maybe he is past, maybe he has passed, or he's up there, and he said he was in pursuit of something that he wanted to do. That's why he went over to India a few years ago. And so my feeling is, if he isn't alive, and I don't know, Teri, if he isn't, he died happy. That's what I got. Yeah.
Yeah. He was showing me a box, and a lot of times spirit comes in and they'll show me a box or a heart or a road, but he's showing me a box, and the box had 888 on it, like 8 on 3 different sides of it, which breaks up to a 24, which is a number 6, which is your third eye chakra. So definitely, I was just counting it up when you said something about the third eye with him, and I do feel like he's in a higher place. And so it could be an ashram, or it could be a cave in the Himalayas, or it could be that he's walked on. He's definitely in his power place. So this could be, they use the pyramids for a lot of different things, but they also use them for housing the pharaohs as they left their bodies. He can see wherever he is. He can see things. He can see the big picture now, Linda. So I don't know if there were any things together since you were estranged willingly, but he sees the big picture, and he sees it with a lot of love and no judgment, no self-judgment, no judgment about you. He's just kind of seeing. Yeah, technically they were tombs, right, Mana? Yeah.
She says that he was responsible for the 1981 serial killings of the young prepubescent boys in Georgia. And so he was in pursuit of his freedom, I think. And that's why he escaped. Yeah.
Yeah.
That must be so very difficult for you. I have a very, very good friend whose cousin was Richard Ramirez. And he killed a lot of people down in California into Texas and on the trains and stuff. He's a lifetime thief. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No wonder he's saying there's no judgment.
Yeah. I just get the feeling that things have caught up with him. That's what I get, whether it's up here. And it's interesting that card came up that said, baby, I'm a star.
Yeah.
He's a star for things that aren't very good. So, wow, Linda. Wow.
Yeah. So sorry about that. Yeah. Well, he went on and on about the boys in India. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. I felt like he met an untimely passing.
Yeah.
When you bring that up. Yeah. It might have been in retaliation.
Yep.
No.
I'm so sorry, Linda. And it's got nothing to do with you. And that's what I said to my friend, whose cousin was Richard Ramirez. I said, this has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult when you are a relative of somebody. It's like the worst thing in the world to, how you feel about it. It's like you had some responsibility, and that's not true.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No judgment I think that no judgment
No
from
judgment.
anybody. Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
All right. Thank you, Linda. Kim B, could you tell me what message, if any, the raccoon has for me? He crossed the road when I was at the beach. After crossing, he turned and looked at me before entering the brush.
Rocky Raccoon went home to his room.
Only to steal Gideon's Bible.
That's right.
Oh, Gideon's Bible. Interesting.
Oh, this is great. Oh, my goodness. So the first card I get is a bunch of people sitting on the backs of seagulls. And, you're at the beach and it says ascension. Okay. So your ascension will be your salvation, it says. So he wants you to know that he recognizes you and he sees you as a higher vibrating entity. Okay. And he says, and the seagulls that were carrying anybody on their backs always used discretion who they would carry. So I'm feeling that the raccoon is saying, I can see you, but a lot of other people won't be able to see you because you have ascended to this higher plane. But, and I'm also wondering if you, they're like little bandits, aren't they? They have those little bandits. It's almost like he just said, I really like being able to see you, and I can't always see a lot of people and look them in the eye, and that's kind of what I got. Yeah.
Oh, that is so sweet. So I looked it up. In many Native American traditions, the raccoon is associated with trickery and mischievousness. They are intelligent, resourceful, and playful creatures. Can symbolize transformation, which Allie was talking about, creativity, and the ability to remove the mask and be more authentic. So I love that, and that goes right along with your reading. He was showing me a box. So this is Linda's box up here for her brother, but this is your box, Kim. And your box doesn't look like anybody else's box. It's completely creative and it's your own making, but you're like breaking out of your box. Like your box, I'm hearing that song Busting Out. I feel like busting out. We're gone Motown all day long today.
Right.
But it feels like you've busted out of that box and it'll never be the same again. So really nice. I love raccoons. We had two that lived in front of our house in the drain. There was we were on a corner lot, our old house, and they were massive. They looked like the size of a small child.
Oh, and when they stand up, you mean on their haunches?
No, just sitting down. They were.
Really?
Yeah, they were cleaning up the neighborhood evidently, but really impressive animals. Just beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Diana says, okay, now I'm tearing up Detroit. Woman went to Northwestern High down by Hitsville. It's Diana, I think she's talking about.
Yeah.
USA, which became Motown. Okay, my old stomping grounds. Oh, I love it. I love it, of course. Maureen. Hello, Maureen. May I have a reading, please?
Yeah. I hope you're doing well, Maureen. And your teeth are all, well, your gums are all well healed. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a cool card. I never heard of this.
I can't get that song out of my head.
Which one? Rocky?
Oh, yeah. Rocky, you met your match.
What I got for you, Maureen, I believe is sandalwood. I believe it's called Rudraksha, and it's Zen. And look, it's some little beads. So that's why it looks like it could be wood. But it says here, walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet.
Oh.
And I love that. So I'm guessing they want you to go outside at some point when it's warm enough for you and walk on the grass barefoot. That's what I'm feeling. And so this will ground you back, and you need that connection to be grounded. You're probably spending too much time up here. Yeah, because it says you got your head in the clouds. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, they want you to ground. Oh Lord. And they also want you to see that you need to celebrate the completion and the accomplishments that you have just gone through, because you have been in and out of dental procedures for the for the longest time. And they said you need to actually bless yourself. And so I'm wondering if they want you to ground yourself by having a picnic and eating whatever it is that you can eat with the limited capacity you have. But I love this. Celebrate those wins, because those were tough things to go through, and you did it. So that's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. She's really doing it. So I got balance, yin and yang. And the card number is 22, which is, of course, a master number. So really finding your balance here with everything that you've got going on and your strength. You get the door to romance also.
Ooh.
So I don't know if there's somebody new coming in or if this is you romancing yourself.
Good.
And we should all wake up and say, look in the mirror and say, you're beautiful. What do you want to do for fun? What can I gift you with today? Yeah. But I do get that higher calling too. So the door to spirit. So maybe grounding is in order, but fly as you might. So lots of flying.
Yeah, I love it.
And then, of course, I pulled the 5th chakra, which would be your throat chakra, and all the work that you've been doing. So really important to acknowledge yourself in that. And Archangel Gabrielle.
So she's going to Kalamazoo, Michigan with her husband this weekend. There you go, girl. And then she just gummed some fried zucchini. Nothing better than that. Yeah.
That sounds delish.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever had the either the summer squash or the zucchini spaghetti, they call it? Have you ever?
Yes,
have you ever?
It's delicious.
And you know what I put on it is I sometimes put on salsa instead of tomato sauce on it. And it's really good. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I like salsa on cottage cheese.
Oh, that sounds like it would be good. Yeah.
It's amazing. Even barbecue sauce on cottage cheese is great. Everybody is talking about raccoons now. Hi, Alex. And yeah. Oh, and Mary says Kansas City had several sightings of black bears. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm catching up
be
here.
Be aware. Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see. We got Maureen. Venus. You got it. May I also have a reading if you have time? Allie, you were right. I got guilt tripped by my boss today.
She was on with Kelly and I yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah.
And my card said that she wanted to cut her hours and to cut the stress in her life. And we told her she needed to do that if she needed to do that. But the card came up like there was going to be pressure or guilt. He was going to guilt her, and that happened. So yeah, sorry that happened, Venus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spaghetti squash. Absolutely. So good. Warrior girl, you put ketchup on cottage cheese? Is that what you said?
Really? I gotta say cottage cheese and tomatoes, fresh tomatoes are one of my favorites too.
Oh, and hi, Alice. And my husband loves to have, he calls mater sandwiches, just tomato sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
With mayonnaise. That's a southern thing, isn't it? Too. It is a southern thing.
And you traditionally you would do that on white Wonder bread.
Right.
Whole grain bread. But
why did I know that? That just seems right, even though I don't think I've ever bought Wonder Bread, white Wonder Bread, for maybe 40 years or 50 years.
That's how I got my late husband. Is we were dating, and I made him fried bologna sandwiches because I didn't cook at the time.
Oh, okay.
And it was kind of a joke, but on Wonder
Yep.
And he was like, "Oh my god, I think I'm in love." It's like, yeah. I can do that all day long, honey.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. I won my man by my fried bologna.
I don't know if I should be putting that out in the universe.
Oh, I think it's
somebody
great.
else might want it.
No, it's perfect. It really is. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So Venus. Interesting. I get eye to eye, and look at her. She's got a pair of glasses, but she's looking eye to eye, not glasses to eye. And I'm getting that this is you should stick to your guns. Look at him eye to eye and say, no, I can't do it. No is a complete sentence. And the next card I get is renewal, reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. You have reflected that you want less hours, and you have made it very clear that because I think when he hired you, if I remember correctly from yesterday, you said he had you for these hours, then he asked you to work more. And now you're working more, you're exhausted, and you asked him to go back to the hours that you agreed to, and he's now giving you pushback. So I think this is going to continue. And if you don't stand your ground, you guys are going to just have a pissing contest about this, and it's not worth it for your stress level, really. The next thing I get is Aztec gold and greed. And it says our eyes are bigger than our stomachs, and that we have more curiosity than understanding. We grasp at everything, but catch nothing except the wind. What I get out of this is that you, my dear, are gold. You are gold. And he should appreciate the number of hours that you are willing to work for him because you deliver. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Venus, it's time for playfulness. And this is your time. Like, this lifetime is for all of us, our playfulness, to go have some fun and eat a bologna sandwich or a tomato sandwich. But also I'm looking at these angels, and there's 3 of them. So I'm just wondering if you have 3 people on the other side, if you have 3 kids, or if you're a family of 3.
She has 3 jobs, honey.
Oh, yeah, you need some playtime. Big time, you need some playtime. Yeah. Yeah. So, you've already had the signs. You can see it, and you can kind of see what he's gonna say and what he's gonna do. And you're gonna find a way through this. I like what you had to say about being forthright and using your voice. And then I get truth and integrity for you. So you're definitely gonna stand in your truth. There might be something that you have to release. So surrender and release. This young lady this angel is carrying the weight of the world in her urn, and it's breaking open. She can't possibly carry that for too long. And sometimes we do that to ourselves. We carry not just our issues, but everybody else's. And we take on other jobs, and it's just a lot.
It is.
Yeah, time to release.
Absolutely.
So, and there's one more thing here, and it's retreat.
So, oh, there you go. Yep.
Take care of yourself.
If all else fails, leave.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Let's see. Then we have Sonia. If time allows, may I have a reading, please? It's been a bit overwhelming with me. Papa, the kids, grandpa, great-grandpa passing, and my neighbor suddenly passing too. Trying to balance. I'm sorry about your neighbor, Sonia. And everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, it's a lot in your heart.
I've seen this. I've seen, things come in threes with that too. That's why when one person goes, or especially if 2 people are gone, I'm like, oh my God, who's next? Yeah, you need to balance yourself. Absolutely.
Yeah. Sonia, do you have water around you, or some like a hot tub or a pool or a lake or an ocean? They're just showing me water and kind of giving yourself time to surrender and float, to kind of let go of everything.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. First card I get is wallflower. And I find that interesting. Sometimes we have to, and I know you're not a wallflower as a person, but sometimes we just have to step back and be the observer. And sometimes there is no rhyme or reason why these things happen. And so we can't make meaning out of something that makes no sense. But, you know, the universe knows, or these folks knew when it was their time to go. That's what I'm feeling. The next one I get is all aboard. They heard the call. They heard the call for themselves. Yeah. And we will all hear the call when it's our time. And I love that because it also indicates a train. A train station is a place of transitions. And a train goes along the track. It gets us from one place to another, if you see. And so, there was actually a really wonderful last video. I can't remember the name, but it was with Chrissy and Sterling K. Brown, and those three in that show that were the brothers and sisters, the triplets. And in the last episode, there was a bunch of them on a train, and it had played out in that way. So just something to think about. And this is interesting. Here's the three of air, and there's your three angels. Yeah, I know. And it says sorrow, forgiveness, then healing. So, you know, they say that God doesn't give us any more than we can handle. And some days I'd like to argue with him about that. But, you know, yeah, death after death is complete. You're right, Deanne. It's exhausting. It totally is. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We go through those phases in our lives, and it feels like it just doesn't stop. But with that second card you pulled reminded me a lot of Archangel Azrael, the color card, and
the colors
whatnot. And I feel like, not that you're a death doula, but you're a person that anybody that's moving on would feel very comfortable around, Sonia. So
that's true.
We attract that just because of that. Like we attract small kids, and we attract dogs and animals, you know?
Right.
So if you can get into some nature, Sonia, take care of yourself, you know, go to the water if you can. It's because you're so gifted. That's why all this energy is so attracted to you. So it's your gifts, just your gifts. And just acknowledge that you've got that fresh air coming in through your crown chakra. So it can be a lot, but you're grounded in your light.
Yeah, that's true.
And transfiguration. Yeah, you're in Florida. That's right. You're in Florida. Yeah. Yeah. So if you get in the pool
enough.
or get in the water, yeah, it can be. It can be. Yeah. But it's already really hot outside.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a bath. Yeah. Yeah. So that transfiguration kind of changing the story. But something that's going to help you. It feels like there's some energy coming in that's going to help you with all this. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Remembering, I think you've done another lifetime, Sonny.
Sure.
And that you can see everything like the wallflower.
And you mentioned that you're doing too much, you're exhausted. You have to just step back for a while, Sonia. You must step back and self-care. Absolute self-care. Yeah.
Yeah. He was 93 and she wasn't that old. I'm not sure.
I know.
Not just sure. Yeah.
We're losing people that I notice. They're in the news because they're in a band or something, but they're like 32 or 40. And
yeah.
I don't understand what's going on, but it's all about that soul contract. It really is. It's like we don't know what they have presented for themselves for this lifetime, and that makes it really hard for us because we can't make sense out of it most of the time.
Yeah, right. They didn't come in to stick around for everything that's coming.
Right. Yeah.
And I guess
Maybe they're smart.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Miss Mims. Okay.
Miss Mims. All right.
Hello. Sure. Teri and Allie, if there is time, can you read on the energy for June?
Absolutely.
So they kept trying to send me a song, and it was June Tune. I don't know if that's June 10th or something happening around June 10th. But also acknowledging I'm a little runaway. So I don't know if you want to run away, Miss Mims. Sometimes I do. Hello. But it might be that it's time for you to get away. So,
yes.
If you need a trip or something, gift yourself a trip, whether it's just to the woods or the ocean or wherever you live. There's a bit of innocence coming in. So, and this might be us being innocent about the changes that are going to happen. Because I do feel like June's going to be a big month for us. And things might come in kind of fast. So there's a drive there, and this is the Chariot in this deck. Also, look at it with enlightenment. So you guys are enlightened beings. You're here. You're light workers. If you can, witness things like the wallflower.
Yeah.
And just kind of watch them happen with compassion in your heart, but don't get tied to the outcome. Because I do feel like once we reflect on things, it's going to be a different outcome than we think when things start moving so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hoping not to run away, but we will be camping the first week of June.
And I got that as well, Mims, but I got water. So I don't know if it will be the ocean you're going to, or if you're going to a lake, near a lake. But I have here, you're more powerful than you know. And look at, there's water, first of all.
Yeah.
In the background. Then I get equanimity, which is being at the beach with all these people and, having a good time. It looks like you're going to have a lot of fun and everybody's going to, get along really well. And then I get the siren song, which again is water. It's, the sirens were the ones who sang their song for the sailors to bring them over to the rocks.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's different than they thought it would be.
It did. Right.
Yeah.
And then look at the music. There's an old fashioned music gramophone there. Oh, it's by the Three Rivers.
Three.
You're going to have a good time. Enjoy yourself.
You're going to have a blast.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome.
What?
I got the chills.
Seascape is retired as of today. I asked myself, now what? Okay. Let's
That's fabulous, Seascape.
I'm so excited for you, Seascape.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow. I know she's been wrestling with this for a long time. A long time. There's somebody else that just came into, and who was it? Divine Universe. And it's would be 302. All right. Oh, Seascape. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is wonderful. Oh my God. Freddie, thank you. Freddie sent this. Wow. All right. What's this one got to say? Okay. If you ever listen to Bohemian Rhapsody, you know that the very last sentence of the song is, anywhere the wind blows.
Oh my God, I love that.
You can go anywhere the wind blows, Seascape. And I'm guessing that they're telling you, live your own bohemian rhapsody. Enjoy whatever time you have to do whatever you can afford to do. Go where you can. Sleep in. Take some walks. Take some time with friends. This is all you. This is your own rhapsody that you can make. The second one I get is the Two of Water, which is some kind of partnership. Now, it could be a partnership with a person, an animal. It could be a sibling partnership, or it could be a work partnership. I mean, if you think about it, Teri and I work together on several shows. And so we actually have a partnership. It's not exclusive. We're poly partnerships. But you know what I mean? You can be taken different ways. And then it says, if that doesn't satisfy you, step into the power of silence. And there's another song, The Sounds of Silence. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think the world is just going to be your oyster if that's what you want. Yeah.
Yeah. I do too. I just, and this is what we had in the last reading too, that surrender. So, so it's like just surrender, let go, release. But also when you're doing that, think about if you could do anything you wanted to do tomorrow, what would it be?
Yeah.
And chances are, even if we had all the money in the world, we'd still do the same thing tomorrow, right?
We would.
Go for a walk in the woods, or go to the lake, or whatever. But I do get that you're going to have some prosperity in this, being retired, Seascape. So this is going to be a time for you to really prosper. I don't know what that's going to look like. Oh, she says laying on the beach. Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Good. Perfect. That can be your prosperity, because when we change our prosperity, when it's not about the things that it buys, but it's the feeling that it buys, that's when we really start manifesting. Get rid of all that old junk, clear the energy, girl.
Just, that's right.
Chop, chop,
burn
chop.
all those manuals they made you read at work or whatever.
Right? All your name tags or name cards, business cards. Hey, Scott. Yeah. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go.
That's right.
All right. And then we've got, let's see. There she is, Divine Universe. If possible, can I get a reading, please? And thank you. Hi, Divine Universe.
Oh, Denise Fletcher. Yeah, we'll get you.
If you're still here. Her?
That's okay. Denise Fletcher, are you still here? If so, we'll do you last.
Yeah.
Because I think that's all we have left. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, sure.
Me. All right.
No, that's all right.
Did you see what Scott said? I can't get my wife to understand me. It's as if I'm speaking alien. Yeah, that.
Now you know what women go through every day. It's okay, Scott. Yeah.
Oh, Denise McMullen says Denise McMullen is here.
Oh, are you wanting a reading too, Denise?
Denise, did we not get? Yeah, I'm sorry,
it's
honey.
Denise Fletcher. Yeah.
Okay.
You want one too? Are you wanting one, Denise McMullen? Let us know. Yeah, I didn't see you there, so all right. All right. So, Divine Universe, are you feeling blue today? Oh, Anita, I didn't see you either.
All right. Anita. Sorry.
I don't have the controls, so
Yeah, when I'm reading, then I can't.
So I got the card, Am I Blue? And I love this because it's like this person is blue, happens to be my favorite color. So it may not be yours, Divine. But, if you're feeling, it looks like this person is feeling blue, feeling kind of sad, needing to spice things up a little bit. So the next card says, what is meant for you will find you. And I love this card because there's a clock there. And the clock no, it's kind of hidden. It's got cloud cover over it. And so it's saying, please don't look at the time frame, because the time frame is only known by spirit, and what is meant for you will find you. Just trust that. And then you won't have to sit in the blue. You can't control what is to come or the timing of it, but you can control releasing the ability to know it or make it happen, because you can't. Okay. No, I understand. You're not feeling blue in a bad way, but maybe you want something to happen that isn't happening fast enough for you. Could be.
I got the 7th chakra and Archangel Uriel, number 41. So that's a 5. So changes are coming in, Divine Universe, and you're probably downloading a lot of changes. So you might be in a part of your life that's going to look a little different next week than it does this week. I'm just going to say that, or this month than next month, because I think next month is going to be about a lot of changes coming in for people.
I think so too.
And then you get the 2nd chakra, and that's our sensuality and creativity. The 2nd chakra, Archangel Ariel. Also, this is a lot about your tie to the divinity, your tie to what do I want to say? Okay, to your senses, so that you work with your subtle senses. So you might hear things with your sense of hearing, but you're going to be hearing new things coming in, is what it feels like. I don't know which sense you work with, or if you work with all of them. And then you're going to get your 1st chakra. Michael comes in again. Michael is here to stay today.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
So just stay grounded. And that's great that you got your 7th chakra, your crown chakra, and your root chakra at the same time.
True. Good alignment.
Really good balance.
That's right.
Okay.
So Anita did put a question in. I know we're.
Oops.
Oh, okay, Sonia. There's nobody going to go, I don't think. I think, or maybe just a couple, but we'll tape it. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Anita was at 3:11, but I know you got other people before that, so.
I can get Anita.
Okay.
Anita K. I missed you. I'm sorry, Anita. Oh, at 3:11. Yeah. I'll go back and see.
She wanted to know if we could read. Her friend Sharon passed, and she wanted to know if we could read. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Okay. There, I got it. I was looking for a message from my friend Sharon T. She passed just before my daughter. Oh, I'm sorry, Anita. That's a lot.
It is a lot. Yeah. Ooh, I love this. She says she's happy in her, quote, new home. She says there's the saying that I haven't died, I just went home. Some people say that, and that's kind of what she's saying. So she's completely happy with that. And I think also the home could say that she felt at home with you, and that you were that close friend, and that she could say what she wanted to say and knew she wouldn't be judged, and she could be heard and understood. The second thing is defense. And she said, I didn't have to be defensive at all. There was no arguing about something. And so she's appreciating that. She said, I fulfilled my purpose in my divine soul contract, and that's why I've gone. But she said, this is what we all decide. We decide our fate. No one else decides that fate. And finally, I love this. It says, unlock your mind and look at, there's a key there and a lock. On the third eye, it's a keyhole. And at the top in the crown is the key to the door. So I'm feeling like they want you. They said, you're right here. You're completely firm right here. Oh, yeah, that's what she's saying. But they're saying in order to get to the crown, where you really, the all-knowing occurs, You have to unlock your mind. And you have to also remember that it isn't thinking that tells you anything. It's what your intuition tells you it is. And she said, if you think you've heard me, or you dream about me, or I'm right there, and if you hear a song, I'm right there. But she said, you got to unlock your mind and realize that these are signs I'm sending you. And there is nothing that is not meant to be heard. In other words, you can question whatever it is, but it's part of what synchronicity is. So,
yeah. She came in with 2 hearts. So there's her heart, and then there's another heart. And then I'm hearing that song, 2 Hearts That Beat as One. So I feel like you guys were very, very close, Anita. And like sisters, she says, and just like Allie said, within that heart, I'm feeling something in her throat chakra. So I don't know if there were things that were left unsaid, or something happened that she couldn't talk about. But it's just, there's a space here that's giving her pressure. So it's not anymore, but it did as she was passing. She was talking about. She also gives me like the hearts have a tail on them, and the tail is 4 orbs or 4 circles. Actually, wait a minute, 5 circles. I'm sorry. And so this could be something to do with the 5th chakra. It could also be something to do with, which is the throat chakra. But did she leave behind 5 people? I don't know. Or did she have 5 people there? Something. The number 5 is particular with her today. So for your message, Anita. And then I get that you're connecting. She's that key in your third eye. Connect to the eternity within. Let yourself be led by love.
wow.
So yeah, if you're really tied to it and having a hard time surrendering the grief, that you're ready to. And then she says it's time to celebrate, and I hear that song, celebrate, celebrate. So she's dancing to the music.
She's dancing to the music. Wow.
Yeah, she's got a great group there, and
absolutely
really having a beautiful time. So, all right.
So Denise Fletcher, she wanted to know, she said the last time she saw her daughter and somebody else, they had wings. She envisioned them with wings. And is that unusual?
No.
No? Okay.
Are they still alive?
Her daughter is not, and I don't think the other person was either. Let me see what
right. That's right. Denise had, yeah. Yeah. No,
her,
that's
her daughter and her friend Nancy have angel wings. Is that normal? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally normal. They're probably from a dimension. In your star family, it's probably from a dimension, Denise, that is angelic, which is quite possible with many people here. So
yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because we answered the call. So here we are. Oh, I was on stars. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. I think we've got, let's see.
Denise McMullen, I don't know if you, they just started having wings yesterday and they never had wings before. You know, from what I hear, when you get over there, you rest for a long time, you know, as much as you need. You just kind of chill out. And then you pick different things you want to learn about. And of course, there is no time over there. And so maybe they just been working in some sort of tandem with becoming more and more angelic. And, you know, I can't, of course, prove that, but it's almost like they've been elevated through you, Denise, because you're elevating yours and you're attracting that to you. So,
yeah,
I get the 8 of Fire that says speed, activity, and multitasking. That's what they're doing. And look at it's almost like wings on these dragonflies.
Oh, 100% looks like angel wings. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying to find. Oh, there I found you, Denise. Yeah, it's beautiful. They started having wings yesterday, and before that, they never had any wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably maybe you weren't ready to see it.
Could be.
Denise.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of times they'll do that for us. Some people come in right away when they pass, and some people wait a while.
Yeah.
And some people you can't get rid of. So
my brother always comes in to stir up trouble. So,
yeah.
He's a trickster. And I don't mind because at least he shows up. But other people show up differently. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. If I'm teaching a mediumship course or I'm doing something and my husband's the first one that comes in.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
And
yeah.
And then but he does the Irish goodbye and then he's gone.
Oh,
so
okay.
I always tell it to him. He comes in and says hi and he's gone. Yeah. I think there was one more. I'm sorry, I've got such a mess now.
Well, Denise McMullen, I don't know if you had a question in here. I didn't see one, but that doesn't mean we don't have one.
Here's one.
Okay.
I have much gratitude and appreciation for whatever is for my highest good. Okay.
And Marby, you just put yours in, and I don't know. We'll let Teri decide. We're already about 20 minutes over. It doesn't bother me, Teri, but I don't know if you have some other thing you have to do.
No, this is my last thing today. I can take care of you, Marby.
Okay. All right. I'm going to be on at 4:00 with Mr. Jeff.
Oh, hello, Jeff.
On my channel, yep. And he's a fabulous reader. He really is.
Incredible.
And then I'll be on with Diana and Valerie Bradshaw tonight at about, I think it's 6:00 my time. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Teri, you're working with Jean to do a class on the 31st, right?
Yeah.
And it's if you want any information on it, I've been telling everybody about it. It's on a Saturday, May 31st.
It's on a Saturday. I believe it's at 2:00. And it's a healing class.
Yeah. For chakra alignment or something. Is that what it is?
Chakra alignment. And I'll be putting up the information on it today. And she already has it on her channel.
She has it on her channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can contact her through her website.
So Denise, I got let go of control because it's a misnomer. You don't have it. Control is not something we have. So let go of the idea you have to control something. Clear any limiting beliefs, though, because control is different than clearing beliefs, limiting beliefs. In other words, we can't control something, but we can control the way we react to it. So that is a limiting belief. If we think we can't, then we can't. If we think we can, we can. And then I get a very interesting card here, knowing your situation as I do. You feel like you're living in a fishbowl. And I'm going to drop that there. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. So.
Yeah. So I get intention. Make your intentions really clear of what you want, Denise. This is a really good time to manifest. And to start thinking about what we want, what we truly want, and not just what we don't want, because it's really easy to think about what we don't want. And the universe doesn't hear the negative. They just hear, when you say, I don't want fighting or something, that all that here is fighting. So give energy to what you do want. There's some healing going on, and this might be from somebody that's passed, or this might be somebody that's coming in that's passed, that's helping you with it. Denise says yes, 100%. Yeah. So there's a lot of healing going on for somebody that's passed, and I feel like it's your relationship that heals too. There's going to be divine guidance, so that you don't have to control. You can just look to the stars, and you're just going to kind of know what to do. Like when we check into our heart space and in particularly our throat chakra too, and our third eye, and our solar plexus is really big on that. When you kind of abide in your body and your heart and think, how do I feel about this? How does it feel in my heart when I think this thought? Then it's a real easy way to release it. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Yeah. And then we've got.
Thanks, Bobby.
Yeah. Thanks, honey. All right. And Marby, can I have a reading, please? And thank you if you have time.
There's others asking. I don't know, Teri. I said it's up to you. It's your show.
Oh, yeah. I gotta cut it off after this. This is my third today, and I'm gonna go get. I had a banana. Not that I look like I'm gonna fade away. I know, but
I know. No, I get it. And bananas, I love. I have cravings for them when I really have. I must have one if I have a craving for a banana.
Yeah,
I love them. Yeah,
calcium. Yeah, they're so good for you.
Yeah.
Oh, Carl, I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll fit you in, Carl. We'll give you a card. Marby, you're getting a crayon from somebody.
Crayon?
Yeah, somebody is coming in and giving you a crown. There's something coming to you, and they're showing me like a ballerina princess or something.
Ooh.
So I don't know if you've been toe stepping around, but it feels like you've got this flow coming in. Your guardian angel is with you too. So this might be somebody on the other side that took you to see the ballet or took you to dance class. So Marby, I don't know if you took dance class, but it's kind of time to also go into your retreat space. So remember what you love, remember what you think about when you were a kid, what gave you joy then. So, and this card is going heavy duty today, that surrender card. Yeah. Let go of anything that doesn't serve you. And again, that's that lady that's carrying everything in the world in her urn, and she doesn't need it. She can't carry it all. So,
wow. So you had something really interesting come in, a ballet thing come in for her? Is that what came in?
Like a tiara, a crown, and a dancer.
Well, look at this. It's kind of like a fancy headgear, but it says she has the Midas touch. And I love that. Unless you're watching Ben Mycelis on Midas Touch. I don't know. The next one is the Page of Fire. And it says here, creative, enthusiastic, and motivated. So look at all the energy that's right in her solar plexus area. It's like, I'm right here and I'm ready to go. So, and the last card I get is vulnerability is power. Sometimes we have to offer ourselves up and wait for the universe to obviously bring what we need to us. And so that means we're sort of left in the lurch and we're vulnerable. But this actually can become a very powerful tool for us because it allows us to release any attention to the outcome and concentrate more on what is now, which is the only place we are.
Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, I love that. What? Linda says, geez, Louise, it's 104 degrees in her butt. Lots of H2O.
Oh, Linda, can you go to the movies or something?
Yeah.
When I lived in Texas, if it was like that, I would take the kids or go to a Mexican restaurant, or I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's awful.
We used to get, before we had air conditioning, we would go, my mom would come home from work with my dad, and instead of cooking us all dinner, she'd be like, okay, who wants lime sherbet tonight? Lime sherbet for dinner. Yeah. And that was always our favorite meal.
That's interesting because I always knew it was a summer meal. My mother would make, let's say, either egg salad or tuna salad, and she'd put it all on lettuce with with some cucumbers and tomatoes, and you just kind of took off what you wanted for it, and pickles. Nice cold dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right, Bobby. I love going to a Mexican restaurant. Oh,
yeah. She said she fit. Oh, okay. Yeah. Teri, can you talk to my guides? No, talk to my guides. Why the thing happened today that put me in a precarious situation?
Okay.
Are there two possible outcomes of this, Carl? Because it feels like the twos are really sitting in there. Two possible outcomes or two people involved. Oh, I'm so sorry, Linda.
Okay.
Yeah.
You actually, Carl, have the Queen of Water. I'm seeing here, and there's a woman. There's a woman who is loving and giving and psychic, and they're trying to help you, and it could be a guide. It could be a guide. But the second card that I got was support system, and it says you have a marvelous support system here in this community. It's easier here, even when things don't go right, for you to feel as though you're part of something bigger. But they're saying that it might be a sign. This particular situation might be a sign for you to start looking for alternative work, another way of earning a living that maybe is only temporary, but that can carry you through until these other people. You're relying on people that are unreliable. That's what I'm getting. And they're saying this is a sign. You need to start taking back your own power by doing what it is that you can do in maybe some other way. That's what I got.
It says, I hear you. Yeah. Yeah. I get the second chakra, Archangel Azrael. So you might have had a sensation. You might have sensed that this was coming about, Carl.
Yeah.
You are totally psychic. You are intuitive. You can kind of feel it. So watching that, that's also the second chakra, and there was that number 2. There's something else coming in with 2s, and that could be 2 jobs. So you might want to look for a second position, even if it's just temporary, like Allie was saying. There's so many little things coming in right now. There's an initiation that you're going through. So a lot of times when we have resets like this, it's because we're ready for great growth, right? We're not going to get a reset. If everything's perfect, then we're not going to do anything different. So I do feel like you're going to head towards this doorway, and new opportunities are going to align for you. I'm going to pull a card from Ganesh for you. Since he's the remover of obstacles. Oh, you've got capacity to love. I do feel like something good's going to come around. Yeah. There's new doorways opening and a new path. You might find something on that second job that you like better than what you're doing.
Maybe you will. Yeah. That's happened to me, honestly, because I've given up, and it's like I just take what I need to get me through, and that will bring me to the place I need to be. So there you go. Yeah. No, I don't have a show until 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern. So everybody, it's okay. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah.
Joy today. So, well, have a great night. What do I think your work is? I'm not sure. I thought you were did discovery or something.
He's a treasure hunter.
Yeah. Discovery.
Yeah. But he's got to have those job opportunities that come up that people ask him to do in order for that to happen. And that's not reliable. It hasn't been reliable for him. Yeah. She has. Okay.
Asking Madame Maru. I gotcha. Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a great one, and have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.